Hi there, Rideshare Professor here. Did you know that there are over 25 different rideshare deductions, tax deductions with Uber and Lyft? And I just want to walk you through these main 25. There are some smaller ones, of course, and you're always welcome to add to the list in the comment box. But one would start off with the big one, which is the standard mileage deduction. Obviously, um, good apps like MileIQ, etc., will help you determine how many of these miles of your car you allocated to private use and to rideshare use. So you can keep a log of that and then multiply it by the factor. It's always good to keep a record of all the gas expenses. Maybe have a shoebox or a box where you throw in all your receipts. When you fill up at the gas station, it'll say, do you want a receipt? Yes. And make a little note when you're in the car, ride share, right? Drop it in there. Now, a big one, and this usually faces cars down the line when they have larger mechanical repairs. This is your workhorse, so you got to itemize what you spent on repairs. You have to itemize and total up what your car payments were. Insurance is a reoccurring monthly cost that flows into it. Every, I would say, 20 to 30,000 miles, you will be swapping out your tires. That usually can run from anywhere from $200 to $800, depending on the car, or higher. I do an oil change every 5,000 miles, and I use synthetic oil. That has to flow in there. That is a tax deduction. Now, the car itself, you can depreciate it over 4 or 5 years. That factor has to be brought into this equation. Commissions and fees that you occurred need to be listed. If you buy yourself a dashboard camera for security purposes, mention it, write it off. If you have a cell phone and a data plan, or like in my case, 2 cell phones or 2 data plans, all those monthly costs flow into your deductions. Anything health related, some people use these back pads for their seats, etc. List them, write them off. If you have any AAA roadside assistant plans, etc., those subscription or monthly fees flow into the deductions. If you have subscriptions to music like Spotify or Pandora, this is part of your business. You are entertaining your guests, and this is important that you list, even if they only come up to about $10, $20 per month, but they got to go in, or Amazon Music, whatever the case may be, right? Now, phone charges, they keep on breaking, but you got to keep on bringing them up and show the receipts and write those off. Those are part of your business expenses, right? Your phone mount may not be a big one, but it's part of your business tools. Write it off. Parking fees, anytime you paid for valet or parking fees or fines, write it off. Many of you buy snacks or drinks for your clients. I do, especially in the SUV and Lux categories. I have that all itemized on Costco on my card, and I then bring those costs into the equation. Why? They're part of entertaining my guests on the trip, right? Now, like things like car washes, you got to, those could add up to a lot per week, especially for those people that are visiting valet companies quite often, or they're driving in the Lux SUV category and they really got to have that car polished and incur a lot of, valet expenses can be costly keeping that car clean. Bring it in. Toll fees, if you are in a city where you are occurring daily toll fees, or you have to pay for a monthly toll fee, to transport on specific roads. It's a cost, write it off. Don't underestimate this one. It's huge. Cleaning materials, those fiber cloths, the shiners, the polishes, the wax, everything. Write it off, my friends. Now, your seat covers might wear out, every 20, 30,000 miles. They do cost sometime anywhere from $30 to $250. Write it off. The same with car mats, especially if it's like a gray or a beige type of color. It'll get dirty. It'll wear down. You got to wash it. At some point, you will be replacing it. Write it off. Anything to keep your car fresh, air fresheners. I use essential oils, the eucalyptus. I write it off. It's part of my spa experience when I drive these passengers. If there are any aches and pains, we usually sit in a certain position, and that can take a lot of wear and tear on your body. If you need the doctor to prescribe massages because you're spending a lot of hours at the wheel, write those costs off. Reach out to me. There are several more items I can help you with. I can also show you what the best company formations are to write off the maximum amount of taxes, whether you're running an LLC or an S corporation. Also remember that a big one, which is not mentioned here, if you are treating this as a fully blown business, my friends, right? You want to write off all your technology, your iPad, your tablets, your cameras, your tripods, your, space that you dedicate in your house, square footage wise, as an office in your house that has a value. If you are renting for $2,500 and you'd say that the garage or a certain large room is just used for rideshare marketing purposes on social media, etc., etc., and you may be allocating, let's say 500 square foot to that office, which is 1/5 of your entire home, then it would also mean that you're dedicating 1/5 of the $2,500 as a marketing expense to operate your business. Use that, write it off, especially if you have an LLC, a limited liability company. So I can also gladly put you together with experts like Alex from businessrocket.net. Shout out to him. He is an absolute genius and has helped hundreds and hundreds of drivers get the max returns. I'm telling you, he's my go-to guy, and I will gladly pass on that referral. I'm excited to help you, Rideshare Professor here. Do sign up under my code if you're thinking of joining Uber and Lyft. If you forgot to get your referral bonus, I show you the steps beneath this video how to get your bonus or guarantee retroactively. Have a fantastic day, you and your family. Drive safe.